Hey guys, hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It was a beautiful day on Sunday, so hopefully you guys got out and went for a walk and did something outside and got some sunshine and some vitamin D. Today we are going to be doing 18.1 homebound. So if you guys did 18.1 in the CrossFit Open, this is the home version of 18.1. So 18.1, and if you want, go back and see what you did, because it would be very, I think if you do what you're doing today, you will be able to compare to what you did back in 2018 for 18.1. 18.1, the original CrossFit Open one, is 8 toes to bar, not strict, 10 dumbbell hang, clean, and jerk, so that's exactly the same. And then we rowed 14 calories and 12 calories. So since we don't have rowers, or most people don't have rowers, we're going to switch that to double unders. We are going to do 5 strict toes to bar, 10 dumbbell hang, clean, and jerk, and 50 double unders. We are doing an AMRAP of 20 minutes, which 18.1 was 20 minutes as well. The things that we're going to pay attention to here today, it is a 20-minute AMRAP, so that is a longer WOD, obviously. Pacing is really important here. These aren't super long rounds, so if you decide to sprint out of the gate in round 1, 2, and 3 or super fast, the rest of the rounds are going to be a challenge for you. So think pacing. What you think you can do in round 1 should be the same as what you think you could do in round 10 if you happen to get that far. So think slower is better to start, and then as you start to see what you're capable of and feel your way around this WOD, speed yourself up as you're going along and make your last 2 to 3 rounds your fastest rounds versus the first 2 to 3 rounds. You'll end up doing better for that. Pacing, we just talked about grip. This is if you are actually able to do toes to bar at home. So if you have a pull-up bar and can do toes to bar, hang, clean, and jerk. So this isn't coming from the ground. So grip is going to be an issue here. And then hanging on to the double under rope, that is going to be grip heavy. So we have to try to manage our grip. So with toes to bar, when we have Demo Man Max showing you, we're going to get off and on that bar. So just to give our grip a little bit of a rest. And we are going to manage in terms of our double unders. So on toes to bar, we are looking to do that in maybe 2 sets or possibly even singles. So if any of you have been trying to do those strict toes to bar, it's almost easier to step off and get back on than to try to sort of stop yourself, because it has to be strict, not kipping. So this might honestly be better too if you're in a position where you can get off and on that bar easily. Get on, get off, get on, get off. It will save your grip. It'll probably help you go a little bit quicker. And then we have dumbbell hang, clean, and jerks. That is 10. That is going to be 5 on one side. Then you're going to switch hands, 5 on the other. So this isn't alternating. It's 5 and 5. If you feel like you need to save your grip a little bit on that and have a rest, do it after the 5, right? Don't put it down on number 3 rep. Pick it up, do 2 more, and put it down again. Do 5 on one side. If you have to, put it down and then do 5 on the other side. The double unders, again, the grip is going to be tough on there. That gets into your forearms. So thinking maybe 2 to 3 sets here. Remember what we say in the gym, sometimes break because you want to, not because you have to. So if fatigue starts to set in halfway through this and you're trying to string those together, pretty soon that fatigue and that grip is going to get to you and you're going to start tripping up and spending more time tripping up than actually jumping. If you decide to break those up into 2 or 3 sets, you'll be able to manage your rest a lot better, save your grip. The one thing when you're resting on double unders or toes to bar, kind of shake out those forearms. Just try to get some rest in those forearms. The subs for double unders today is if you cannot do 50 double unders like we just talked about in 2 to 3 sets, you could decrease what you think you can do in about a minute. 1 minute of practice, 75 single unders. Dot hops, 40 dot hops. We've gone over those plenty, but Max will demonstrate again. And we're going to do the line hops again as an option, 50 line hops. For any of you that do happen to have a rower and you would rather do this as it was done previously in 18.1, then you can do that. It was RX at 14 for guys, 12 for females. So pay attention to that. It's not 14-10 like what it typically is. So that's your options for double unders. Clean and jerk we already talked about. The only thing there is if you can't jerk, you can obviously push press instead of jerking. And toes to bar. If you think you can't do 5 in a pretty decent, either in 2 sets or quick singles, You might want to decrease your reps. You can go toes as high as possible there without kipping. It is important. This is strict toes to bar, not kipping. And then we are going to do toe raises as a sub. So if you can't get on that bar, we did those maybe 2 weeks ago, the toe raises as a substitute. So we'll demo those as well for you. All right, on to the floor. We are going to start with the toes to bar. So Max is going to show you 3 in a row where he's not off the bar and showing you that it is strict toes to bar. So strict means he can't use his hips and he's got to get his toes up there by just pushing down on that bar and helping his toes come up. Good. If he wanted to maybe try to speed that up a little bit, he's going to show us 3 just regular or 3 single toes to bar where he's going to do 1, get down, get off, and do it again. So it helps him almost stop what he's doing rather than trying to stop himself in the air, because when you can't kip, you don't get that momentum. So it might honestly help you just to get off and on. All right, dumbbell hang clean and jerks. We are going to swing this dumbbell between our legs, basically like a kettlebell swing, right? That dumbbell, one end of the dumbbell has to touch your shoulder before you push jerk it. So Max is going to do 2 on one side and 2 on the other side. Kind of face Cassie a little bit. Touching his shoulder and up. Touching his shoulder and up. Good. Grab it in the other hand again, Max, and do just 1 on each side. Push press if you can't do a push jerk. So up to the shoulder, stop, and push press. And then change hands, up to the shoulder, and push press. Okay? Just making sure when we finish that rep, we are fully extended all the way. So don't be here and bringing that dumbbell down. Make sure you are up all the way, either push press or push jerk and standing all the way up. Full extension all the way through. All right, lastly, we are doing, double unders. So obviously with the double unders, making sure our torso is up, hands are in front of our hips, and our arms, upper arms are pressed to our sides. Okay, good. If you are doing single unders there, remember 75 single unders is what you're going to do. A quick demo of line hops there, or which one are you doing? Line hops? Okay, line hops, it'll be same, 50 and 50. So 50 double unders is the same as 50 line hops because he's going to just spring over. Remember what we showed you the other day, how springy he is? He's bounding versus jumping, which is a difference where he's trying to push himself off of the ground. So you got the very similar movement to what a double under is, getting yourself up and off of the ground. You're just not using a jump rope. And then for those of you that can't jump like that, those line hops where you're just gonna, or those dot hops where you're gonna touch and go back. And if you can't even do that, you can go a little bit slower. And there we go. That is it. What? Oh, right. Sorry. The last one. Toe raises as a sub. So for toes to bar. So if you're not going to be on the bar in any fashion, you are going to do the toe raises. We did these the other day. You're just going to grab that dumbbell that you're going to use, fully extend your hands. So it's you're pretending like you're on a bar. You're going to come up, push your toes to the ceiling. And then I want you to control down. So the other day when I was doing these, I made sure that my lower back was pressed to the ground and then controlled down. So you get that full feeling and the strength that would be in strict toes to bar. So up, lower back touches, slow, and up, lower back touches, and slow. So then you're going to get that same kind of simulated movement as what toes to bar would be. All right, there's 18.1 homebound. Good luck, everybody.